Hey, all back again with another cycle scenery video. Now what I want to talk about today is how to rig a trainer in your own place of working out, whether it's your home or wherever, so that you can track the virtual mileage traveled. So an odometer for your indoor exercise bike. Now the best solution for this would be to get either a your mountain bike or a road bike and then mount it atop an inexpensive trainer. You can get a trainer from Amazon.com, Performance Bike, Bike Nash Bar, etc. And basically, you probably can get one for around $100, give or take $20 or so. And I would recommend a magnetic trainer or a fluid trainer. Either one should be fine. Just make sure it'll fit your bicycle that you're going to use. And what you'll want to do is get you a wireless cycle computer, and I would recommend looking on Amazon.com. Just run a search for wireless cycle computer and find one that has the odometer function. Of course, odometer is just a fancy way of saying your miles traveled, and I'm sure it'll do kilometers as well. But what you'll do with that, instead of mounting it to the front wheel like you would for using on the road, what you'll do in this scenario for your indoor trainer is you'll mount the little magnet that comes with the wireless cycle computer. You'll mount it to your rear wheel spokes. Now this is where it gets tricky, and where a lot of people say, oh, you can't use that cycle computer with a bicycle on a trainer. And that's actually a misconception, because the limiting factor is the distance between that magnet and the wireless cycle computer. So instead of mounting that wireless cycle computer on your handlebars, which it may still work there, but it may not, you may have to mount it right in front of your seat post so that it doesn't have that much distance between the magnet on the rear wheel that's spinning and the cycle computer that'll keep track of the mileage traveled. But you wouldn't even have to mount it to your bike. You could put that wireless cycle computer on the floor or on a table beside your exercise bike, and at least that way when you're doing cycle scenery videos, it's not just like, oh, I rode my mountain bike or my road bike for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever. You could say, okay, I rode my indoor bike, but here's how many miles based upon the wheel rotations. Here's how many miles that I would have traveled had I been on the actual road. So it's a way to give these indoor, off-season, bad weather workouts, whatever your reason for doing indoor workouts may be. I do it because I don't like to cycle outdoors in cold weather, and I don't like to cycle in the rain. So it's nice to have those cycle scenery videos on front of my indoor bike, but also have the realism and the statistics, because I keep track of all my cycling workouts. How far did I travel? What was my estimated calories burned, etc. And this is just a good way to further enhance the data logging capabilities for your indoor workouts on a budget. And that's what I like about cycle scenery. That's why I use cycle scenery every day. I mean, obviously I created it, but I like to have that level of realism to keep me motivated. Because if you're like many, if you're watching a TV show, if you're watching trying to read a magazine or something, it's distracting. But when you've got that road in front of you and you've got that odometer, it makes it a lot better. So share this video with others. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/cycle scenery. Y'all have a good day.